I just did a session with one of my peers on audiobooks. She had me on to talk about ACX and audiobooks and all that sort of thing. And a question came up from one of the attendees that I wanted to answer truthfully and deeply during the session, but didn't have that much time to do it. And that is, how much more likely is it that we will book an audiobook than we will book an on-camera or television or commercial job as an actor? And I'm going to answer that question when we come back in this episode of the VO Heroes podcast. So one of the questions I just got asked in a session that I just did on audiobooks and ACX and Audible and all that stuff was, how much more likely is it to get booked on a job for an audiobook than it is for a job in television, in film, etc.? And this was a group of actors who were part of my friend's tribe because they are on-camera actors. And there is a huge lapover between on-camera acting and audiobooks because of the acting involved in audiobooks. But the numbers is what I think she was talking about. It is extraordinarily difficult for most actors to get a job on television or in film. That's just the God's honest truth, right? And when you do get those jobs, you are thrilled to death that you were booked as waitress or hot dog vendor number 2 or jury foreman. And you treat those with the same reverence that you would any other paid job in acting, which is great, which is what we do as actors. But when it comes to audiobooks, there's a couple of number things that are going on. First of all, the number of roles that are available for on-camera that aren't series regular roles, aren't top-of-show celebrity guest star roles, things like that, few and far between. And not so much this past few years because of external environmental forces. The number of available jobs in audiobooks, there's an extra 0 on the end of it. And far fewer people who are really good at the work going after those jobs. And I'm talking specifically about ACX and also with the Big Five, with other platforms, with producers, with production houses, etc. But I want to be careful that isn't the simple answer. Because the more complex answer is not only there are more opportunities and fewer people going after them, but those fewer people, are they engaged? Have they gotten good training? Do they manage, if they're doing work on ACX or any of the other production platforms, understand how to deal with the rights holders of those projects? Do they know how to take care of them? Do they know how to manage the project and do the production and do the technical side of things? So the real answer there is, it depends. And what it depends on is your engagement. It depends on, have you said to yourself, I don't really care about the technical side of things. I don't really care about the proofing. I'm going to farm that out. I don't care about the technical side. I'm going to farm that out. Listen, if you've got that much work that you have to do that, that's great. But understanding that process really helps. I've got more than enough work and I still like doing the production. I still like doing the editing, the recording, the mastering, the proofing. I love using positron. I love engaging with my rights holder and making sure that they are served, making suggestions about the audiobookification of the manuscript so that the listener is satisfied. I love being engaged. And if you are engaged, that is not going to do anything but up your game, up your chances of being booked, of having raving lunatic fans who tell other rights holders about how good you are, references, referrals. Engagement is the key. The numbers are in your favor compared to on camera, but engagement is the key. And you often don't have the ability to be engaged other than, being nice on set, being helpful, not being obsequious, not being difficult. There's more opportunity in the world of audiobooks to exhibit your engagement. And it's also the engagement in gathering knowledge and experience and know-how when it comes to producing that book, for performance, for production, for the technical side of things, for marketing, for showing up for your rights holder when their book comes out and maybe doing events with them. There's all these opportunities. That's where the difference really lies. That's the sweet spot. So the answer is yes, it depends, and it depends on your engagement. What do you think about all this? Are you engaged? Do you just want to read the book and move on to the next one? Is that where you are? Is that what you know? Is that what works for you? Or are you really like just roots deep into the notion of serving your rights holder, serving your publisher, serving your production? Tell me in the comments below. If you're on voheroes.com, great. If you're not, get over to voheroes.com. Go below this podcast episode and leave your comment there. Start the discussion. It's sane, it's calm, it's respectful. You can also hit the like button. You can subscribe to my channel here. You can hit the notification bell, and you can be told when the next episode comes out. You can even share this with an actor or a voice talent who needs to hear this whole notion of engagement. I'd love for you to do that. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th. I thank you so much for watching and for listening, and I will see you in the next episode of the VO Heroes podcast.